Are you thinking about moving to the Seattle area and Woodinville is on your list? Well, in today's video, I'm going to jump on another Google Map tour, give you a lay of the land of Woodinville, Washington, give you an idea of what it looks like and what it might be like to live there. So stay tuned. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I love helping you guys out. Those of you that reach out to me here from YouTube when you're moving over this way, I am an active real estate agent in the greater Seattle area. So if you're coming over here, you're relocating and you need help, you're purchasing a home and you need help with that relocation process, feel free to reach out to me here at my info below. But like I said, this video is going to be about Woodinville, Washington. Woodinville is not too far outside of Seattle, 15 to 20 miles. It's pretty close to Bellevue as well, and it's a very popular destination for people to move into. There's a lot of things that attract people to Woodinville, all of which we're going to go over here on this map tour. So let's just jump right into it. Jump onto my computer, onto the map. You can see it right here. We've got Seattle down here, and Woodinville is right up here. So I always start these videos off by, hey, if maybe you're coming over here and you're taking a job in Seattle and you're thinking about living in Woodinville, I just want to give you an idea of what that commute could look like when you're going over there. There's really two different ways you're going to go if you're leaving Woodinville going to Seattle for work. You can head south on 405 right here, and then you can jump on the 520 bridge right over here to go into Seattle. This is where University of Washington is right here. So you jump on the north side of Seattle to I-5 and go down to wherever you're working down there. Just keep in mind, this right here is the 520 bridge. This is a toll bridge, so you're going to pay to use it. Anywhere from $3 to $8 really, just depending what time of day you're going and using that bridge. The second way that you can go is you can go out of Woodinville through Bothell here, through Kenmore, go right along the north side of the lake, and then head down through Lake City on 522 and then on to I-5 down to Seattle. That is going to take a bit longer, typically, but it's a way to go. It's kind of more of a back way, and you don't have to pay any tolls to go that way. So either way, a couple different options that you can go to Seattle from Woodinville. So let's jump into Woodinville, zoom in a little bit. So just in general, Woodinville is an area that is going to feel a bit more of a rural setting. It's going to feel a bit, I don't want to say a country setting. I mean rural, just mean more private and quiet. It's not going to give you that urban feel that like a Bellevue or a Seattle would. It's very wooded, it's beautiful and green. A lot of the lots are going to feel very private. Even if you only have an average size lot, quarter acre, half acre, you could be in a neighborhood where you can't even see your neighbor's house because of all the trees, but yet your neighbors are still close by and still have a tight community feel with having your privacy in your home. So that's a big draw for people on just kind of the quiet nature of Woodinville. It's a big draw for people. As we zoom in, Woodinville does have a downtown area, town center here. You can see all the places to eat through here, whether it's your chain places or some local spots like Tipsy Cow is really good. Rusty Pelican is great for breakfast. That's my favorite breakfast spot down here. Crumble cookies there. You've got Target through here. You've got your Costco is up here, right up here on the north side of Woodinville. So you've got, it's a self-sufficient area. There's pediatric clinics, doctor's offices, dentist offices, all of that's in Woodinville. So it's a pretty self-sufficient area. It's not a huge area, but it's pretty self-sufficient. You see you've got your hardware store, Home Depot or McClendon Hardware there. You've got gyms and whatnot. So there's plenty to do downtown, and it's nice and clean. They keep up on it really well, and so it's a cool spot to go and hang out and do your shopping and go grab a bite to eat and whatnot. People love it down there. As we zoom out through Woodinville, you've got golf course in here, Willows Run Complex. Where did that go? Or Woodinville. Let's see, where did the golf course go? I'm not finding it. Here it is, Woodinville Sports Club. It's down here on the south side. So if you enjoy golf, even in the cities close to Woodinville as well, like Bellevue and Redmond, there's golf courses all over the place. But if you're into golf right there. Now, what's really popular with Woodinville and what it's called is wine country. Wineries all over the place. So if you're into wine, you like to go wine tasting, even if you don't live in Woodinville, you're going to end up in Woodinville at some point going to a wine tasting or something like that. So you can see, let's just pull up the wineries so you can see all of them right here. So you can see all these red spots. These are all different wineries all through here. So it's a really nice area when you do enjoy wine and you want to, take a couple hours during the day and having a little event with friends or family or whatever at one of the wineries. That's a great spot to do it. Zooming back out a little bit, there's neighborhoods all through here and here. Again, like I said, a lot of private feeling lots because this area is so wooded. It draws a lot of people in. You've got Cottage Lake out here. The further east you move, the more you might have to deal with some traffic, depending on how much you're commuting. If you're living out in Cottage Lake and commuting to Seattle, it's going to be a bit of a commute for sure. These roads can get a little bit backed up with people going to and from work, but they're beautiful areas to live. A lot of people love living out there. The median home price in Woodinville right now is $1.4 million. So that's early 2023 here when we're going over this video, but just so you know, that is the current median price. In terms of like outdoor recreation, there are trails all over the place. The further east you go, the more you're going to find. So out here, as you get closer to Duval and whatnot, there's a lot of trails to go with your dog, with your kids, just yourself. Go biking, rollerblading, whatnot. Even if you're equestrian, there's equestrian trails around here as well. Options like that. So keep that in mind. Outdoor recreation, you're pretty close to everything if that's something that you want. If you want to do, skiing, snowboarding, wintertime recreation, you want to go to the pass. We'll zoom out a little bit here. There's 2 passes that you can go to. So Woodinville was right here next to Bothell. So the convenient thing about Woodinville is you can kind of get to 2 different passes. You can go on the north side here to 522 through Monroe, and you can go out to Stevens Pass right out here. This is Stevens Pass. It's a ski resort, snowboarding area, all that tubing, all that kind of stuff. So it's not too difficult to get out there. It's pretty convenient. Same can be said for Snoqualmie Pass down here. This is along I-90. So you'd have to go through I-5 down to I-90 and then out to Snoqualmie Pass. But again, you've got options all around you for plenty of outdoor recreation type activities without being too far out. There's a lot of options like that. Now, another reason people are living in Woodinville is access to jobs, right? It's on the east side, so it's still pretty close to everything. Maybe you're not working in Seattle, but maybe you're working on the east side. So Woodinville, like I said, right up here. You've got Microsoft headquarters is right here in the Overlake area between Bellevue and Redmond. You've got Amazon offices over here. You've got GoDaddy over here in Kirkland. You've got, like I said, Amazon, Facebook offices. There's a lot of healthcare jobs over here. You've got Overlake Hospital in Bellevue is right here. So a lot of healthcare jobs there. So there's a lot of high-paying jobs in this Woodinville area, and of course, that's a big reason people are moving over here and why it's a more expensive place to live, because there is more money in these areas. Same can be said for the school districts. Woodinville is in a very well-rated school district, whether that's North Shore or Lake Washington. It's highly rated school district. This whole east side area is considered some of the best school districts in the state of Washington. When I say east side, we're talking east of Lake Washington here. So when you're moving over to Seattle and you hear somebody refer to the east side, this is what they're talking about. This is Lake Washington through here, and this is the east side. That includes Woodinville right up here, right on the edge of the east side. So great schools in these areas. The combination of schools and jobs is what brings most people into here, and then just really nice, clean, pleasant neighborhoods all throughout Woodinville and the surrounding cities. The difference between Woodinville and maybe say a Bothell or a Kirkland is that like I mentioned, it feels more quote unquote rural. It feels more private. It feels quieter, where these two feel a bit more like suburbia. There's places in Woodinville that feel like suburbia, and then there's places in Woodinville that feel like you're living a lot further out than you actually are, and you're still convenient access to everything. So that is a big draw to Woodinville. All right, well, this wraps up my Woodinville map tour. Hopefully this was helpful for you. If you're planning to move over here and Woodinville is on your list, feel free to let me know. Like I said, I'm an active real estate agent over here in the greater Seattle area. So whether it's Woodinville or another suburb in the greater Seattle area that you're considering, I'd be more than happy to help out with your relocation process. I appreciate you watching this one.